Did you know that something as simple as how often you brush your teeth, take a bath, or trim your nails could be quietly warning your doctor that something's wrong inside your body? Yes, it's true. Many serious health problems don't always begin with pain, tiredness, or obvious symptoms. In fact, some of the earliest warning signs show up in the smallest everyday habits, especially personal hygiene. And as we get older, it's easy to overlook these little changes or think they're just part of aging, but doctors see it differently. In today's video, we're going to talk about 7 common hygiene mistakes that many older adults make without even realizing it. These small habits might seem harmless, but they could be putting your health at risk. The good news: every one of these problems has a simple and safe solution you can start using right away, often from the comfort of your own home. Let me begin with a story. This is Harold. He's 75 years old, a retired engineer, a proud grandfather, and a man who still plays golf every week. He eats well, stays active, and keeps a positive outlook on life. Harold believed he was doing everything right when it came to his health. But during a regular doctor's visit, something unexpected happened. His doctor noticed a few small hygiene details that Harold hadn't thought twice about. His gums were slightly inflamed. His fingernails hadn't been trimmed properly, and his skin was unusually dry in places he couldn't easily see. Those may sound like small things, but they were clues that led his doctor to discover a serious underlying condition. That appointment may have saved Harold's life. So what can we learn from Harold? This video isn't here to scare you or shame anyone. It's here to raise awareness. Because once you understand what to look for and how to fix it, you can take control of your health, keep your independence longer, and protect your dignity as you age. Let's get into mistake 1. Neglecting oral hygiene. As we grow older, it's easy to overlook certain habits we've had our whole lives, like brushing our teeth. Maybe your gums bleed a little when you brush, or your toothbrush looks worn out. You might think, it's normal at my age. But what if I told you these small signs could be warning you of something much more serious? You see, taking care of your mouth isn't just about avoiding bad breath or keeping your teeth white. It's directly connected to your overall health. In fact, researchers at Harvard Medical School discovered that poor oral hygiene in seniors can lead to life-threatening issues like heart disease, stroke, and even memory loss. Here's what happens when we don't clean our mouths properly. Harmful bacteria can build up. These bacteria don't just stay in the mouth, they can enter your bloodstream. Once inside, they can travel to your heart and brain, causing dangerous inflammation and damage without you even feeling it until it's too late. Let me share Sylvia's story. She's 68, a retired school teacher who always tried to stay healthy. But for a long time, she noticed her gums would bleed when brushing. She thought it was just part of getting older. Then one day, her doctor found inflammation in her heart valves during a routine checkup. It was serious. The doctor later explained that the bacteria from her gums had likely traveled to her heart. If it hadn't been caught early, she could have had a heart attack. Sylvia was shocked. She had no pain, no warning signs, just bleeding gums, and that small detail almost cost her everything. If you've been putting off a dental visit or ignoring little issues like gum pain or loose teeth, I want to encourage you: don't wait. Replace that old toothbrush if it's frayed. Consider switching to an electric one if your hands aren't as steady as they used to be. Brush morning and night, and floss gently every evening. Even if you have dentures, regular dental checkups are still important. Your health depends on it. Now I want to speak to you directly. If you found this information helpful, if it made you stop and think about your own health or someone you care about, please take a moment. Type 1 in the comments below so I know you're listening. If you feel this video gave you something valuable, click the like button. And if you want more videos like this, real honest advice to help you stay healthy and independent, please subscribe to the channel. You've spent a lifetime caring for others. Now it's your time. Take care of yourself, stay informed, and remember, small changes today can protect your future tomorrow. Mistake 2. Infrequent bathing and skincare. As we age, many things that once felt easy can start to feel like a challenge. One of those things is bathing. Whether it's due to balance issues, stiffness in the joints, or simply the fear of slipping in the tub, it's not uncommon for older adults to begin bathing less often. But while that might feel like a small adjustment, it can have serious effects on your health. Our skin is more than just a covering. It's the body's largest organ. It protects us, helps regulate our temperature, and gives us important signs about what might be going on inside. When we skip regular baths or stop paying close attention to our skin, we might miss early signs of serious health problems. Doctors have noticed that reduced bathing habits in older adults can make it easier to overlook warning signs of conditions like diabetes, kidney disease, or liver issues. Let's take the example of Clarence, a 77-year-old man from Michigan. After retiring, Clarence started bathing only once a week. He figured since he wasn't working or exercising much, he didn't need to bathe as often. He also thought skipping baths helped prevent his skin from drying out. For a while, everything seemed fine, but during a doctor's visit, something unusual was noticed: discoloration and dryness on his lower back. That simple skin change turned out to be one of the early signs of kidney disease. Luckily, Clarence got the help he needed in time. But things could have gone much worse if that sign had been ignored for longer. His story is a reminder that regular skincare and hygiene are not just about staying clean, they're about staying aware and in control of your health. Bathing 3 times a week is a good starting point. You do not need to bathe every single day unless you are sweating a lot, but skipping several days at a time can lead to issues like dry, irritated skin, infections, or even unpleasant body odor that might go unnoticed. Using warm, not hot, water and gentle soaps can make the process more comfortable and reduce dryness. After bathing, applying a simple fragrance-free moisturizer while the skin is still damp can help lock in moisture and protect the skin. Also, take a few moments during or after your bath to look at your skin. Notice any areas that are unusually dry, itchy, discolored, or have changed recently. These little clues can help you spot problems before they become serious. Staying clean isn't just about appearance or comfort, it's about paying attention to what your body is telling you. Just like a good friend, your skin will try to let you know when something's not right. You just have to make sure you're listening. Taking small, consistent steps to care for your skin can protect your health in big ways. The next time you think about putting off that bath, remember Clarence's story, and remember that taking care of your skin is taking care of your whole self. Mistake 3. Ignoring nail care. When people think about their health, they often focus on big things like blood pressure, heart health, or mobility. But sometimes, the small things can speak the loudest. One of those small but powerful signals: your nails. Your fingernails and toenails might not seem like a big deal, but they can tell a surprising story about what's happening inside your body. Doctors often take a quick glance at your nails during checkups, not just to see if they're clean, but to look for signs of deeper health problems. Changes in nail color, shape, or thickness can be early warning signs of issues like anemia, thyroid disease, or poor circulation. And if left unexamined, these small changes can lead to much bigger concerns down the road. Let's talk about Dolores, a gentle and kind-hearted woman from Illinois. At 81 years old, Dolores prided herself on staying active and involved in her community. One day, she noticed something odd, a thin brown line running down the middle of her thumbnail. She didn't remember injuring it and wasn't sure what it meant. She almost brushed it off, thinking it was just a normal part of aging. But something told her to bring it up during her next doctor's visit. Thankfully, Dolores did mention it. Her doctor took a closer look and decided to run a few tests. What they found was unexpected. The line on her nail was an early sign of melanoma, a form of skin cancer. Because Dolores spoke up, they were able to treat it before it became dangerous. That single moment of attention, just looking at her nail, may have saved her life. Many older adults struggle with nail care. As flexibility decreases, reaching down to trim toenails or check the soles of the feet can become difficult. Thickened nails, especially on the toes, are common and can be caused by fungal infections or poor circulation. Yellowed, brittle, or oddly shaped nails might seem harmless, but they are often signs that something deeper is happening in the body. Even if nail trimming has become difficult, it's important to make it part of your routine. Fingernails usually need trimming every week or two, while toenails might go a bit longer. Keeping them clean and dry also helps prevent fungal infections and painful buildup. If bending is hard, do not hesitate to ask for help from a family member, caregiver, or even a foot care specialist. There is no shame in getting a little help to stay healthy. Your nails may seem like a small part of your body, but they carry big messages. Paying attention to them and taking care of them can make a meaningful difference in catching health problems early and staying comfortable day to day. Like Dolores, your awareness could protect you from something serious before it even has a chance to grow. Mistake 4. Improper incontinence care. This might be a sensitive topic, but it's one that many older adults quietly struggle with every day. Incontinence. It means the body has trouble holding in urine, or in some cases, bowel movements. If you've experienced this, you are not alone. In fact, millions of older adults live with incontinence. It is common, and there's absolutely no shame in talking about it. What many people do not realize is that incontinence, if not managed the right way, can lead to serious health problems. It is not just about feeling uncomfortable. Improper care can cause skin rashes, infections, strong odors, and even increase the risk of falling, especially when people try to rush to the bathroom in time or slip on wet floors. Let's take a moment to think about Joseph, a 79-year-old grandfather from Ohio. Joseph had been quietly dealing with incontinence for about a year. He wore pads during the day, but often waited too long before changing them because he did not want to bother anyone or cause trouble. After some time, he started feeling pain and irritation around his lower back and thighs. What he thought was just a rash turned into a bacterial skin infection. It became painful to sit, and he lost sleep over it. When his daughter finally found out, she took him to the doctor. They treated the infection and gave him proper advice on how to stay clean and dry. Joseph felt relief, not just physically, but emotionally too. The most important thing to remember is this: incontinence does not have to control your life. It can be managed, and in some cases even improved, through the right care and support. That begins with paying close attention to cleanliness. If you use incontinence pads or briefs, make sure to change them regularly. Do not wait until they feel soaked. Moisture that sits on the skin can lead to painful rashes, irritation, or infections. After each change, it's important to clean the area gently. You can use warm water with a soft cloth or gentle wipes made for sensitive skin. Pat the area dry, rather than rubbing, to avoid irritation. Some people also use special barrier creams to protect their skin from moisture. These small steps can make a big difference in how you feel each day. If incontinence is something you face often, please talk to your doctor. There are treatments available, from medications to physical therapy exercises that strengthen the muscles involved in bladder control. In some cases, people are even able to reduce or stop incontinence entirely. Living with incontinence doesn't mean giving up dignity or comfort. It just means learning how to care for your body in a way that protects your skin, prevents infections, and helps you stay as independent and confident as possible. You deserve to feel clean, comfortable, and in control every day. Mistake 5. Unsafe ear cleaning. Taking care of your ears might seem simple, but many older adults make mistakes that can quietly lead to bigger health problems. One of the most common mistakes is using cotton swabs or anything small to clean inside the ear canal. You might have heard the old saying, "Never put anything smaller than your elbow in your ear." It sounds funny, but the warning is serious. Many people believe that cleaning deep inside the ear with a cotton swab will help remove wax and improve hearing, but in reality, it often does the opposite. Instead of pulling the wax out, the swab pushes it further into the ear canal. Over time, this can lead to a hard blockage, pain, or even temporary hearing loss. In more serious cases, it can damage the delicate eardrum or cause an infection. Let's take the example of Irene, a 73-year-old woman who used cotton swabs every morning for years. One day, she began noticing muffled sounds in her right ear. She assumed it was just old age, but eventually, the pressure and discomfort grew worse. When she went to the doctor, they found a large wax blockage deep inside. It had been pushed in over time by the very swabs she thought were helping her. It took a professional cleaning to remove the wax safely, and she could hear clearly again. Good hearing isn't just about convenience, it's closely tied to your well-being. Studies have shown that hearing loss in older adults is linked to feelings of loneliness, confusion, and even an increased risk of falling. When we can't hear clearly, we may miss out on conversations, important instructions, or warning sounds like a knock on the door or a smoke alarm. That can make daily life feel frustrating or even unsafe. So what is the right way to clean your ears? Start by focusing on the outer ear, not the inside. Use a warm, damp washcloth to gently wipe around the outside of your ears during your regular hygiene routine. That's usually enough for most people. The inside of the ear canal is self-cleaning in many cases. Tiny hairs and natural movements of the jaw help carry wax out on their own. If you feel like something is blocking your ear, or if you notice a sudden drop in your ability to hear, do not try to fix it at home. It's best to see your doctor or a hearing specialist. They can safely check for wax buildup and, if necessary, use drops or professional tools to clear the blockage without causing harm. Taking care of your ears may seem like a small task, but it plays a big role in staying connected to the world around you. Safe ear care protects not just your hearing, but your independence, your balance, and your relationships. It's one more step towards staying healthy, active, and in tune with life's everyday moments, areas, and more prone to dryness, especially as we age. Without regular care, that dryness can lead to cracks, which can open the door to infections. Fungal infections, like athlete's foot or thick, discolored toenails, are also common and can spread quickly if left untreated. A good example is George, a 74-year-old retired bus driver living with type 2 diabetes. He had developed what seemed like a simple blister on his heel after wearing tight shoes for a day. Because of diabetic neuropathy, a condition that causes numbness in the feet, George didn't feel much pain. By the time he noticed the sore, it had turned into a deep infection. The doctors did their best, but part of his toe had to be removed to stop the infection from spreading. Had George checked his feet daily and acted earlier, that outcome might have been avoided. Daily foot care isn't difficult, but it does require consistency. Here's how you can start. First, wash your feet every day with warm water and mild soap. Be gentle, especially between the toes. After washing, dry your feet thoroughly. Moisture left between the toes can lead to fungal infections. Once dry, apply a gentle moisturizer to the tops and bottoms of your feet, but avoid the areas between your toes. Second, inspect your feet every day. Look for any cuts, blisters, redness, swelling, or areas that look different than usual. If bending is difficult, consider using a mirror or asking a loved one for help. Early detection is key to preventing bigger problems. Third, trim your toenails regularly, but carefully. Cut them straight across and avoid cutting them too short. If it's hard for you to see your nails or reach your toes, don't be afraid to ask for help from a family member or schedule a visit with a foot care professional. Lastly, wear socks that keep your feet dry and shoes that fit well. Shoes that are too tight or rub in the wrong places can cause blisters and sores. Shoes that are too loose can make walking unstable and increase your risk of falling. Remember, your feet are your foundation. They support your balance, movement, and independence. A little daily attention can prevent serious complications and keep you on your feet, doing the things you love. Take care of them, and they'll keep taking care of you. Mistake 7. Overlooking hygiene-related side effects of medication. As we get older, many of us take more medications to manage health conditions. These medicines are often necessary and life-saving, but they can come with side effects that are easy to overlook, especially when it comes to personal hygiene. Some medications can cause dry mouth, increased sweating, or even changes in how your body smells. These might seem like minor or embarrassing issues, but they can signal something more important. Ignoring them may lead to bigger health problems if not handled properly. Let's start with dry mouth. This is a common side effect of many medicines used for high blood pressure, allergies, depression, and more. While it might seem harmless, dry mouth can increase the risk of tooth decay and gum disease. Saliva helps clean the mouth and protect teeth. Without enough saliva, food particles and bacteria stay behind, leading to problems like bad breath, infections, and even tooth loss. Then there's excessive sweating. Some medications can make you sweat more, especially drugs used for mental health conditions, pain relief, or lowering fever. Constant sweating can lead to skin irritation, heat rashes, and discomfort. If not cleaned properly, sweaty skin can become a breeding ground for bacteria, which may cause infections or sores, particularly in warm, moist areas like under the arms, between the legs, or under skin folds. Changes in body odor are another thing to watch. Some medications can alter your natural scent. This might be due to the way your body processes the medicine, or it could be a sign that your liver or kidneys are struggling. These organs help filter out waste and toxins. If they are not working properly, your sweat or breath might start to smell different or stronger than usual. A good example is Margaret, age 76. She started a new medicine for anxiety. Within a few weeks, she noticed her mouth was always dry and her breath had an unusual smell, no matter how often she brushed her teeth. At first, she thought it was just aging. But after speaking to her doctor, they adjusted her medication and recommended ways to manage her dry mouth. It not only improved her comfort, it also protected her dental health. So, what can you do? First, always read the labels that come with your medications. Pay attention to side effects listed and ask your doctor or pharmacist what to expect. Second, drink more water throughout the day. Keeping your body hydrated helps with dry mouth and helps your system flush out any waste. Third, practice daily hygiene with gentle products. Choose soaps and deodorants that don't irritate the skin, and keep a routine that helps you feel fresh and comfortable. Lastly, keep track of any changes. If you notice new odors, dryness, or skin problems after starting a medication, talk to your doctor. It might be a simple fix, or it could be an early warning sign your body needs attention. Medication is there to help you, but it's important to notice how it affects your whole body, not just the condition it's treating. Final thoughts. Prevention is power. Aging gracefully doesn't mean striving for perfection. It means being aware and making small, intentional choices to take care of yourself. Each of the hygiene habits we've discussed today might seem simple. Things like brushing your teeth more thoroughly, checking your skin for unusual changes, or choosing the right hygiene products. However, these little adjustments can have a huge impact on your overall health. These habits aren't just about cleanliness, they're about prevention. The more mindful you are of these small practices, the better you can catch potential issues early, allowing you and your doctor to address them before they become more serious problems. For example, something as simple as flossing daily could be the difference between preventing gum disease or dealing with heart issues later on. The same goes for regular skin checks. What might seem like dry skin or a small bump could turn out to be a sign of something more significant. The beauty of good hygiene is that it doesn't require a lot of time or special equipment. It's all about consistency, and it's something you can easily add into your daily routine. Whether it's setting a timer to make sure you brush for the full 2 minutes, or making sure your feet are well cared for, every little step adds up. But don't feel discouraged if you haven't been as mindful of these things in the past. It's never too late to start making changes. You deserve health, you deserve comfort, and most importantly, you deserve to feel dignified in all aspects of your life, including your hygiene. The steps we've talked about today are an investment in your well-being, and by making small changes, you can add quality to your life and extend your independence. So take a moment today to reflect on your routine. Ask yourself, am I missing something small that could actually make a big difference? It's okay if you've missed a few things along the way. What matters is that you start today. Whether you need to brush a little more thoroughly, pay closer attention to your skin, or check your feet more regularly, these habits will help ensure that your golden years are truly golden. Stay well, stay strong, and always remember, good hygiene is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining your health and well-being.